In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys the best 3 lock builds in NBA 2K25 for Season 3. Over the past couple days, I've been messing around in the builder trying to find my favorite lock builds to use in this game, and I have found what I think are the 3 best so far this year. Season 3 just came out, and that means a new patch is out in the game, and that will mean more people are looking to find a new build. So if you are one of those people looking for a new build for Season 3, make sure to stay all the way to the end of the video, because I have 2 very good tall lock builds to give you, and I have 1 very good small lock build to give you, so make sure you stay all the way to the end so you don't miss those. But real quick, before we get into this video, if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 1K. I'm trying to hit that before the end of 2024, and I can't hit it without your guys' help. Almost 97% of you that are watching are not subscribed, so go ahead and change that, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into these 3 lock builds. Alright y'all, so getting into the first lock build I'm going to give you guys today, I'm going to start with my 2 tall lock builds, and my small lock build will be at the end. But starting off with the first one, we have the position is small forward. Height, we're going to go 6'7", weight 218 pounds with a 7'1" wingspan. Now the reason I went with a little bit lower wingspan is to get a little bit more shooting onto this build, because I do like the 81 3-pointer that I do get on this build. But if you take a look at the right, you still get a 99 steal and a 98 perimeter on this build at its max potential with the 7'1" wingspan. So I see no problem with turning it down a little bit to get a little bit boost to your shooting to keep that very good defense. But the next build that I'm going to get into has longer wingspan, which gives you better defense and a little bit less shooting. But this is the one that I went with as well. This is my main lock build. I like the more shooting, so I went with the 7'1" wingspan. Alright, so jumping into the attributes, starting out with close shot, we're going to run this up to a 72. You get bronze float game on this build. That's really the only finishing badge you get. Driving layup, we're going to put this up to a 50. Driving dunk, we're going to take this up to a 70. You don't really need crazy finishing on a lock build. You're only going to be really focusing on backdoors. So that's why I went with the 70. You only really need like one, maybe 2 good dunk packages that you need for them backdoors. Standing dunk, I went with the 65 to also help with them, just in case you get stuck into the net. And then post control, we went with 37. You don't really get much. You don't even get really unpluckable. But like I said, you're only going to really be focusing on backdoors, so you don't even really need it. Mid-range, we're going to put this up to an 87 to get all them good jump shots. You're going to get an 87 mid-range on all 3 of these builds. That's important to me to get all those good jump shot bases in this game. At least I feel like you need the best jump shots. You get silver deadeye and silver set shot specialist, so it's definitely worth it. For the 3-ball, on this build, you get 81 max. It doesn't really get you any more shooting badges. I wish you did get bronze limitless range at least on this build, but you're going to be shooting in the corner, so it really doesn't even matter, to be honest. I went with the 99 free throw because I do play a lot of pro-am and rec on this build, so I just want to be able to knock down those free throws, and it doesn't even add on to your overall at all. It's basically a free attribute. Pass accuracy, we went with a 71. Keep the 61 ball handle, and then speed with ball up to a 62. You don't really need any playmaking at all. The only thing that's really important kind of is the pass accuracy, because if you're stuck in the corner, you need to get rid of that ball. You still want a little bit of pass accuracy, but ball handle and speed with ball probably don't matter at all in this build. For the interior, you're going to want to put that up to a 62. You don't really need crazy interior defense. You're only going to really be guarding the perimeter and the top of the court, you know what I'm saying? Perimeter defense up to a 96. You get Hall of Fame challenger, and then I use my cap breakers on perimeter defense and steal. We're going to put this up to a 97. I use the cap breakers on both of these to get 99 steal and 98 perimeter to get basically every single defensive badge on legend. So that's the only reason why I go 97, 96. So you can cap breaker those up, use your +2 on steal, and then +2 on perimeter to get 98. And then I use my remaining one on block, which I put my block up to a 76, and then I cap breaker it up to a 77. So if you guys want to change those around, you can, but that's just what I do, because I don't really feel like wasting more attributes on 99 steal, because that is very expensive. Offensive rebound, just put this up 2 ticks to 27. You don't really need offensive rebound on a lock build like that. And then defensive rebound, we're going to keep that at a 56. You don't get any rebounding badges, but like I said, you don't really need them. Speed, we're going to put this up to an 80. Nothing crazy here. You get silver slippery off ball, which isn't bad. 85 agility on this build. You're able to keep up with those fast guards. Strength up to a 71. And the vertical, we're going to put that up to a 58 to finish out the build. Once you guys go ahead and finish making this build, you can go ahead and press continue, and you will get shades of OG Anunoby, Alex Caruso, and Ron Artest. And then once this loads up, the build will come out as a 3ND. Alright, so hopping into build number 2, we also are going to have a small forward lock build here. 6'7" again, but the weight, we're going to put this up to 230 pounds, and then wingspan, we're going to go 7'3". The reason we added on a good amount of weight and wingspan onto this build is to make sure that the defense and the strength is at its max potential. The previous lock build was a little bit more offensive focused than this one. This one is just strictly defensive focused. We're going to have the best defense and the best strength possible for any lock build. Alright, moving into the attributes of this build, starting out with close shot, we're going to put this up all the way to a 72 for bronze float game again. Driving layup, we're going to put this only up to a 40. Driving dunk up to a 60. Like I said, you don't need any finishing really. All you're worrying about is backdoors on this type of build. Standing dunk 45, and then post control, we're gonna put this up to a 55. Like I said, there should be more than enough finishing. All you have to worry about is backdoors. You don't need to put anything crazy on the finishing. Only really need that bronze float game. You don't really need any other badges on this build. Mid-range, like I said, up to an 87. That's gonna be on all 3 builds, just so the importance of good shooting badges and all the good jump shot bases is super important, especially in this year's game. Free throw up to a 96, and then, like I said, the 3-pointer up to a 76. Pass accuracy, put that up to a 60, and then the ball handler, we're going to leave that at a 50. But we are going to throw that speed with ball up to a 51. And then moving on to the defense, we have a 75 on the interior defense, get bronze off-ball pest. Perimeter defense up to a 96 again, and then steal, we're going to put that up to a 97 again. You get all those Hall of Fame defensive badges that you will be able to make legend. Block, we're going to put that up to an 84. Offensive rebound, we're going to put this up to a 42. Then defensive rebound, we're going to put that up to a 75. And you can take that offensive rebound back down to a 42. For the physicals, speed, you're going to put this up to a 75. We're not going to be crazy fast on this build compared to like the other builds. Agility up to a 79, just good enough. Strength up to an 83. We get a lot more strength on this build than the last build and what we will have on the next build. And then vertical, put that up to a 67. We actually have one remaining attribute. I'll just go ahead and put that up to offensive rebound. We're going to put that up to a 43. So you don't really need post control or anything like that. So this will finish out the build. You do get some rebounding badges on this build compared to the last one, but rebounding isn't really as important. You get bronze high flying denier on this build as well to help out with the blocks. But like I said, the same thing as the previous build. I would cap breaker up the perimeter and the steal to get 99, and you will be able to get 99 on this build for perimeter defense. So you get every single perimeter badge on legend, which will be pretty much broken. Now the shooting does take a little bit of a hit on this build, but you still get an 87 mid-range to get the good badges and all the good jump shot bases, but a 76 3-pointer is a little bit lower. I would only make this build really if you're comfortable shooting with a lower 3-pointer. But if you do want a higher 3-pointer and a little bit better badges, I would go with the first build. But if you are good shooting with a 76 3-pointer, I would make this one instead. Once you guys go ahead and make this build, you can go ahead and press continue to get your shades of Alex Caruso, Thabo Cephalosha, and OG Anunoby. Pretty much the same shades as last build, it's just Cephalosha's in here instead of, I don't even remember from the last one. But this one, you get a versatile stopper. Alright y'all, so this is the third and final lock build of the video. We have a shooting guard on this one. The height, we're going to go down to 6'4". I said this is my small lock build. Weight, we're going to go 220 pounds, and then the wingspan is only going to be 7 foot. Now, don't be fooled by this build being smaller. Trust me, this build is very good, if not probably the best build in the video. Now, moving into the attributes of the final lock build of the video, starting out with close shot, we're going to put this up to a 74 to get bronze flow game and bronze paint prodigy. Driving layup, we're going to put this up to only a 52. There we go. And then driving dunk, going to go up to a 64. Like I said, for all these builds, it's a common theme. You don't need finishing, like, basically at all. Standing dunk, put that up to a 44. And then post control, you're going to move this up just a little bit to 32. Alright, on to the shooting. Again, we're putting the mid-range up to an 87. That's going to be on all 3 of these builds. And pretty much every lock build I make, you need the good jump shot bases and good badges on this build. I'm not going to lie. 3-pointer, putting this up to an 86. We get a lot better shooting on this build. We get bronze limitless range with silver deadeye and set shot specialist. And then free throw, again, we're going to put this up to a 99. It doesn't cost anything, so you might as well just put it up. Pass accuracy, we're putting this up to a 70. You get bronze break starter and dimer, which is pretty solid. Ball handle, we're going to put up to a 65. And then speed with ball is going to go up to a 68. You do get bronze lightning launch on this build, which is better than both of the other builds, which is pretty solid. Interior defense, we're going to put that up to a 75 for bronze off-ball pest. Perimeter defense is going to go up to a 96 again, and we are going to pair that with the 97 steal for all 3 builds, which, like I said, I just do that so you can save the attributes, and then you can cap breaker them up eventually later to 99 and 99. The block, we're going to put that up to a 71, which is good to round out the defense. Offensive rebound is going to go up to a 58. You do get pretty decent rebounding on this build, but it doesn't really matter as much. Defensive rebound, go to a 75. You get bronze rebound chaser on this build, but you don't get box out beast, unfortunately. But like I said, for rebounds, it does not really matter. Speed up to an 82. I did not mean to do that. Hold on, let me take down this ball handle and speed with ball. There we go. All right, speed is an 82 on this build, not an 83. Agility you can keep at an 86. And then strength is going to go up to an 82. You do get good strength for a 6'4" build. You get silver removable enforcer, and then you get a 78 vertical to round out this final build. Even at only 6'4", you will still be able to get all the perimeter defensive badges on legend, again with that 97 steal and 96 perimeter, but I will cap break them up, and I assume you guys should as well. I highly recommend that. But if you guys do want to use your cap breakers on a different attribute, go right ahead. If you're content with the 97 steal and 96 perimeter and just the Hall of Fame badges, you can go ahead and do that. But I just cap break them up to get the 99s and all the Hall of Fame badges. The 86 three-pointer does help this build out a lot. You get a lot better shooting on this build and a little bit better badges. You get bronze limitless range and then the silver deadeye and set shot specialist. 70 pass accuracy is well enough. Is like, this build might be the best build of the video, I'm not gonna lie. If you guys like the small locks, go ahead and do that. But you get the shades of Joe Dumars, Derek White, and Herb Jones on this build. And I think this build comes out as a 3 and D 2 guard, I want to say. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I appreciate all of y'all who have stayed to the end to see all 3 lock builds. Let me know in the comments which of these 3 lock builds is your favorite, 1, 2, or 3 in the comments. If you guys prefer the tall locks or the small locks, let me know if you guys are going to make any of these builds. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace.